colors by the John Glenn High School Junior ROTC Color Guard, followed by the singing of the national anthem by the Glenn Singers. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. My name is Kim Szynski, Assistant Principal at John Glenn. I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2017. The Glenn Singers, under the direction of Mr. Scott Kramer, have just sung the national anthem and will now sing one more selection entitled "It's Time to Go," composed by Jay Aldhaus. Mr. Kramer.
Good morning, my name is Grace Mortson, and I am the 2016-2017 Michigan DECA State Secretary. What are we? Are we average? Are we athletes, musicians, artists, and engineers? Or are we simply students? Ladies and gentlemen, it has taken us 13 years, 2,340 days, 16,380 hours, and 982,800 minutes to reach this 1 second. It has taken us this long to become the young adults we are today. So let us pause to say congratulations and good luck to one another. Thank you to the village that helped raise us. And a quick reminder that we will always ever be true to our colors, red, white, and blue. So what does this mean exactly? Red, the color of passion. White, the color of perfection, and blue, the color of loyalty. See, it is the passion that we all have for the perfection that John Glenn produces, and it is this that in the end we will always be bound to. Often at commencement ceremonies we hear that once we walk across this stage, we are embarking on a new journey. And yes, it is important to look forward to where we are going. However, it is equally as important that we look back on the 17 or 18-year journey that brought us to this destination. The journey that led us to these seats today for every one of us has been a unique and utterly irreplaceable adventure. Not everyone in this room started high school at John Glenn, and not everyone in this room started kindergarten in Wayne-Westland. We've been a mixing pot since the first day, stopping here and there to add some, and unfortunately losing some too. Whether this was to another school down the road, across a state or national border, or even up above, may you rest in peace. Despite this, we do have one common ground, and that is the floor that carries us through the halls of John Glenn. However, I can now proudly stand here to say that we have a second thing, and a more significant one at that. We are all high school graduates of John Glenn. We have all made it. For some, this is the end to your formal education, as you'll soon enter into the workplace, the military, and the real world. For others, this is just a continuation, as you'll soon step foot onto the college campus of your dreams. Inevitably, as this door to Glenn closes, another one will open. So now I ask, what do you strive to be? Will you find the cure to cancer? Will you be the next president? Or will you soon be starting your own family? Although we can reflect on the years that brought us to today and calculate the amount of time it has taken us to graduate, none of us know how much truly lies ahead. So I challenge you to be all that you can be. To not be one thing, but to be many. To not just accomplish one thing, but to always keep going. Because we are not average, and we are definitely not just students. We are the future. No matter which path you choose, always strive to be the best. So be powerful, be intelligent, be bold. No matter which path you choose, always strive to live in this 1 second. So be impactful, be creative, be you. And finally, no matter which path you choose, always strive to be true to our colors, red, white, and blue. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Drew Burrell, Treasurer of the Student Council of the Class of 2017. It will be my pleasure. It will be my pleasure to introduce the members of the Wayne-Westland Board of Education who have come here today to honor our graduating seniors. These dedicated individuals are charged with establishing the policies and procedures for the entire school district and spend countless hours ensuring a quality education for all. Their efforts are greatly appreciated. Please hold your applause until all members of the board have been introduced. Shauna Walker, President. Carol Merdell, Vice President. Melanie Hines, Secretary. Tom Buckaloo, Treasurer. David Cox, Trustee. Sally Madison, Trustee. And Frederick Weaver, Trustee.
Hello, my name is Maya Fawani, and I'm the Secretary for Student Council of the Class of 2017. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent and the members of her cabinet. Each member of the cabinet is dedicated to providing the best educational opportunities possible for Wayne-Westland students. Please hold your applause until all members of the entire cabinet have been introduced. Superintendent, Dr. Michelle Harmala. Deputy Superintendent of Administration and Business Services, Mr. James Larson Scheidler. Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Mr. John Albrecht. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Mrs. Kelly Bull. Also with us today, Senior Executive Director of Special Education, Mr. Charles Hallman. Executive Director of Student Legal Affairs, Mr. Stanley Shotka.
My name is Jacob Tuttle, DECA President of the Class of 2017. The John Glenn staff is divided into 10 departments with the chairperson representing each department. Each chair has a wide range of experience in their subject area and commits many extra hours every year to our educational program. Department chairs, please stand when your name is read and remain standing until our department chairs have been introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mrs. Beth Johnson, Business Education. Mr. Martin Sylvester, Career and Technology Education. Mr. Eric Kenzie and Mrs. Wakefield, English Language Arts. Mr. Joe Craig, Guidance Department. Miss Ashley Hogan, Mathematics. Mr. Bill Polk, Physical Education. Mrs. Catherine German and Mrs. Christine Drews, Science. Mrs. Michelle Anderson, Social Science. Mrs. Renee Stu, Special Education. Mr. Kevin Markey, World Languages.
Hello, my name is Riley Diaz, Student Class President of the Class of 2017. It is my pleasure to introduce the John Glenn and Career Tech staff. These are the people most directly responsible for providing students with the knowledge and skills to be successful in their daily lives. Without their guidance and dedication, we would not be here today. Would the John Glenn and Career Tech staff please stand? Please give them a round of applause. We would also like to acknowledge and thank our class sponsors, Ms. Nimmerduth and Mrs. Paul. Both of them have given countless hours to make our senior year one to remember. Would Ms. Nimmerduth and Ms. Paul please stand? Please give them another round of applause.
Good morning. My name is Rachel Van Nispen, Vice President of Student Council of the Class of 2017. I have the privilege of introducing the administration of the William D. Ford Career Technical Center and John Glenn High School. These educators represent the leaders of today, just like we represent the leaders of tomorrow. As leaders, they have provided us with the direction to make it through the last 4 years and the skills to last a lifetime. Please hold your applause until all administrators have been introduced. William D. Ford Career Technical Center Administration. Mr. Stephen K., Principal. Mr. Daniel Cahoon, Assistant Principal. John Glenn Administration. Mr. John Albrecht, Principal. Mrs. Kimberly Szynski, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Marva Foster, Assistant Principal. Mr. Donald Loomis, Assistant Principal. Mr. Eric Chambers, Athletic Administrator. And forming Acting Principal, Ms. Phyllis Atkins.
Morning. Dr. Michelle Harmala is the superintendent of Wayne-Westland Community Schools. She has served in various roles throughout her career in education. Dr. Harmala has a teaching degree in special education mathematics, a master's degree in secondary special education, an education specialist degree in administration, and a Doctor of Philosophy degree in educational leadership and policy studies. She has taught at every level from preschool through postgraduate college courses. Dr. Harmala is married, has 2 grown boys and a wonderful granddaughter. She enjoys spending time with her family, reading, and participating in sports and outdoor activities. Dr. Harmala is an advocate for public education and enjoys serving the Wayne-Westland community and helping it to be the best it can be for students, parents, staff, and the community. She provides support to all of us, including your sons and daughters, in pursuit of educational excellence. It is my pleasure to introduce Superintendent Dr. Michelle Harmala.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you to celebrate today this momentous occasion. Congratulations to our John Glenn High School graduating class of 2017. I would like to take a moment to thank the many people who have made this day possible for all of our students. Wayne-Westland personnel, in all of your various roles, for ensuring that our students make it to this day prepared for the next chapters in their lives. Friends of these graduates, for your support and encouragement all along the way to this graduation day. Family members, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents, for your years of support, your encouragement, and for the role you will continue to play as these students move ahead in the world and take their places as adults. Parents and guardians, the importance of your love, your commitment to your children and their education, these graduates in particular, has been the key to their growth and their success. Thank you for being your child's first and most important educator. And finally, students, you are the graduates today, and we applaud you. You achieved this milestone through your hard work, your dedication, your effort, and your perseverance. We congratulate you on your many accomplishments, and I'd like to highlight a few of those accomplishments for this 2017 graduating class. We have 337 graduates, among them 14 valedictorians, 84 academic letter recipients. The John Glenn High School wrestling team had 6 all-state wrestlers. These students had over $3.7 million in scholarships awarded to them to move to the next step of their lives. Our students are going off to over 42 different universities. Students in this class have been selected to attend various trades programs, technical schools, colleges, and universities because their skills and their talents in academics and the arts and athletics speak to their abilities. We have students who have chosen to enlist in the armed forces. We are grateful to you for your commitment to all of us and to our country. We thank you for the service you will provide to us and to the United States of America. All of you have attained the graduation requirements of the state of Michigan and the Wayne-Westland Community Schools. Your achievements demonstrate your success and are a foundation to the success we know you will attain as you move forward in the years ahead. I'd like to share a few thoughts that may benefit you as you move forward in life. If you think about your education, you started in kindergarten with a heavy emphasis on the ABCs. You learned the actual ABCs. You learned the ABCs, or the basics, if you will, of math, like adding, subtracting, money, time. You learned the ABCs of reading, science, and eventually social studies. You learned the ABCs of getting along with others, participating on a team, navigating recess, lunch, passing time, and even how to be successful on a school bus. High school required the ABCs too, like algebra, biology, chemistry, and the like. I opened this school year with a letter in our Connections community newsletter that suggested the ABCs of attitude, a positive attitude, behavior, respectful and caring behavior, and commitment, sticking to something when it gets tough, will be helpful to students to succeed in school and also to succeed in life. Graduates, the ABCs have been a part of your education from the beginning, and they should continue to be a part of your life into adulthood. The ABCs are important to all of us. So I do have some ABCs that we as Wayne-Westland Schools wish for you as you move into your adult life. First, A for aspirations. We wish you those aspirations that will help you to serve others and make our community a better place, at the same time bringing you satisfaction for a job well done. Next is B for belonging. We wish you the companionship that helps you to feel a part of the community and the world that we all share together. I personally have found tremendous joy in getting to know so many people throughout the years of my life. All of them have helped me to grow and change or find contentment in some way. Explore belonging to things that you may not have considered up to this point in your life. There are many opportunities, and being a part of something is largely dependent on you. Finally, C for contentment. By definition, contentment means satisfaction. When we are satisfied, we are generally a likable person. We are calm internally and pleasant to others. We wish you contentment such that you are satisfied with your life, the life you will choose, and in some cases, the life that will happen to you, because at times, life does just happen to us. So whatever the future holds for you, we wish you contentment. Graduates, in your early years of school, you were taught the ABCs. Throughout your school career, I hope Wayne-Westland has done a very good job of continuing to teach you these ABCs. And today, our hope for you as you leave this ceremony, we hope there are things that you keep in your mind and heart about the ABCs. A positive attitude, behavior that is respectful and beneficial, and a commitment to your goals and your own success will serve you in the years ahead. Our wishes for you as you graduate today and move on to the next chapter in your lives includes pleasant aspirations, a sense of belonging, and contentment with all of your days ahead. Congratulations, graduates of 2017.
Hello everyone, my name is Diana Kochari, Publicity Manager for the class of 2017. John Glenn High School community is proud of its instrumental music program. These students do an outstanding job at delivering music at concerts, competitions, and activities. They have been recognized and received numerous awards for their outstanding performances. Under the direction of Mr. Scott Kramer, the Symphony Orchestra will be playing Midway March by John Williams, arranged by John Moss. Mr. Kramer?
Years ago, the department chairs at John Glenn High School established an award for graduates who have excelled in their chosen field. Nominations for Distinguished Alumni Award are requested from the community in March of each year. This year's recipient is Mrs. Angela Mago of the class of 1983. Mrs. Mago earned a BA in Economics and Russian from the University of Michigan and an MBA in Finance from Case Western Reserve University. She began her career in banking after college as an analyst in the 1980s, the late 1980s, with Society National Bank, a predecessor of KeyCorp, excuse me. KeyCorp is the 13th largest bank holding company in the United States, headquartered in Cleveland, Ohio. She is currently a member of KeyCorp's executive leadership team, reporting to the CEO. Also, she is co-head of the corporate bank and head of the real estate capital. Mrs. Mago served on the board of Cleveland Neighborhood Progress, as well as the Commercial Multifamily Board of Governors for the Mortgage Bankers Association. She was recognized as a YWCA Woman of Professional Excellence and by Commercial Observer as one of the 50 most powerful people in commercial real estate finance. Her passions include advancing women in leadership, building strong families through adoption, creating vibrant communities through the development of affordable housing, and supporting of the performing arts. Mrs. Mago and her husband John have 2 young adult children, and they live in Cleveland, Ohio. We are so pleased to have a person of this magnitude with us today. It is with great pride that I introduce Mrs. Angela Mago, class of 1983.
Well, thank you, Marva. I think that must stand for marvelous. I would tell people that if that was my name. Well, good morning, class of 2017. I'm so thrilled to be with you here today. This is your big milestone day, and so honored to have been selected as your distinguished alumni. And what's really awesome for me is that I also have my family here with me today, like you do. I think they're sitting up there in one of those suites. And my son Josh, I thought you should know, is also a proud member of the class of 2017. He graduated last Sunday, so we've been in celebration mode for a good week now. And I suppose that some of you have probably started celebrating, and if you haven't, you're going to have to catch up with me. So I thought, I had a lot of opportunity to think about my graduation from John Glenn, which was 34 years ago. And when I was sitting in your chair and I was 18 years old, if a fortune teller would have told me then that someday I would be one of the top senior executives at one of the largest banks in the country, responsible for 20,000 employees in an organization valued at about $20 billion, knowing myself at the time, I probably would have burst out laughing and I would have said something like, Madam Soothsayer, I'm pretty sure that your crystal ball has a crack in it, because I didn't see myself as a corporate executive. So you might be thinking today, what's my future going to be like? What am I going to be doing in 30 years? And I'm here to tell you that you will surprise yourself. You are going to do more than you think you can. You're capable of far more than you think you are. And I'm going to dare you to dream big, because you are all going to be the future leaders of our country. And all of us up here, us older people, are counting on you to be the best leaders that you can be. So I oftentimes in my job have the opportunity to mentor younger people, particularly those that are starting out in their careers. So I'm asked for advice. So I'm going to tell you what I tell them. And I'm going to ask you to make 3 personal commitments. And I know some of you are probably thinking, is she giving us a homework assignment? Because we're graduating and school's out for summer. But this is really important. This is a really important personal commitment, and I believe that if you're willing to make these commitments, you will have a very satisfying and rewarding life. And who doesn't want that? So, are you ready for the first commitment? First commitment is, no matter how small the task at hand, always show up well and bring your A game. How you show up to all things big and small is a reflection of who you truly are. It's really your personal brand. Think of it as a personal brand. We all know brands that are great. And great brands are great all the time, not just some of the time. And the reason that is so important is because opportunity is going to come knocking when you least expect it. And the type of opportunities that you want and you deserve are not going to show up on your doorstep unless you are on top of your game. This is really important. I can't emphasize this enough. How you show up is 50% of the battle. Okay, you ready for number 2? Number 2 is embracing change. And I know some of you are probably thinking, just the thought of change gives me anxiety. So if you're one of those people who gets stuck in your comfort zone, I'm going to ask you to shake it up and push yourself out of your comfort zone. Because we are in a world that's being disrupted. Business as we know it is being disrupted. You are all digital natives, so you know this, right? You know you're seeing technology change business as we know it. I believe your generation will see more disruption than my generation did. So it's really important that you think about how businesses are being disrupted, you alter your skill sets, you become a continuous learner so that you can thrive in a changing environment. And I would ask all of you, can you envision a world where we are all going to be zooming around in driverless cars that we don't own? Or how about a world where drones will be delivering pizzas to our doorsteps? Or a world where we will have personal assistants at home helping us with the activities of daily living, and those assistants will be robots. The technology already exists, gang. I already have a robot. Her name is Alexa. She lives on my countertop. She tells really bad jokes that my husband seems to love. But the point is, the technology's here and it's changing business. So be a continuous learner, be willing to adapt your skill set, and as my boss loves to say, it's her favorite quote, if you don't like change, you're really gonna hate extinction. Okay, third and final personal commitment, and this one's the most important. Care about other people and find a way to give something back to others. People in your lives are critical. They're going to help you be the best people that you can be. And you will get a boost from time to time from people in your life. That might be your first job. It might be financial support or emotional support or advice that you really need to hear. So count that as a blessing. That's a blessing in your life. And then find a way to pay it forward. Do something for somebody else. One of my favorite sayings is, when you rise, lift others up with you. And so to put my money where my mouth is, I created a scholarship for the John Glenn High School class of 2017. Because when I was your age, I received a scholarship from the Kiwanis Club of Westland, and it was enormously helpful to me when I was trying to figure out how I was going to pay for college at the University of Michigan. So I created this scholarship. I'm pleased to say that I had 2 winners that wrote wonderful essays about what they want to do over the next 30 years to change the world that we live in. So my 2 winners are Megan Buford. Megan, let's go ahead and do a round of applause. Megan wants to study biomedical engineering at Case Western Reserve University. She will also play softball there, and she feels very passionate about research and doing cancer research and research of cancers of the heart. My next winner is Sydney Sauls. Let's give Sydney a round of applause. Sydney will also study science. She's going to go to Oakland University. She wants to become a radiologist. And Sydney is also very passionate about social injustices such as domestic violence and poverty. And she wants to do something personally to get involved and to lessen those burdens on society. So I am so thrilled to support these 2 ladies. And let's give them one more round of applause if we could. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure for me to spend the day with you. I will never forget this day, as I'm sure you will not either. And make your life something beautiful. I know you're all capable of that, and I'll be rooting for you. Godspeed, John Glenn, class of 2017. Thank you.
Graduates, only a couple more minutes. We, the leadership at John Glenn High School and the teachers and support staff, personally want to thank you for your commitment to doing what is right simply because it was the right thing to do. I want to thank you for your leadership over the course of your senior year. These traits will serve you well as you go on to the next phase of your life. Jamie Kasap of Google once asked those in attendance at a conference in San Jose, instead of asking our young people what would they like to be when they grow up or go out into the world, why don't we ask them, what problem would you like to solve? I considered his question and thought, how profound. Thinking of a problem to solve and devoting energy to solving that problem would give passion to your work. It reminded me of a current Detroit Lion football player, Laken Tomlinson. He had lost his father to a brain aneurysm in Jamaica when Laken was a young boy. Jamaica's health system is inadequate. That experience and the inability of the system in Jamaica to save his father's life gave him the passion and motivation in school to excel. He has graduated from university and has been accepted to medical school where he will attend once he finishes his football career. His intended reason for working so hard to succeed, he plans to return to Jamaica and be part of improving on that country's medical system so that others have a different experience than that of his father. So I ask you, what problem would you like to solve that would drive you to succeed? You're about to embark on a world far different from that which your parents and grandparents experienced. Your belief in yourself and your ability to adapt will matter far more to you in the future, full of technological advances. Michael Horn of the Christensen Institute and Harvard School of Education said that the future of work in the 21st century living will rest in your ability to learn. In fact, he said that the work will be in the learning. Employers will no longer be looking for people with certain skill sets that they can replicate with regularity, but rather are seeking people who can learn and continue to learn as the work demands. An outcome of that thinking is that each of you should consider your options more as a chance to demonstrate your ability to learn and adapt to whatever the challenge it is that you confront. So after today, go out into the world. Look for a problem to solve that will give you passion to your effort. Consider that you can adapt and learn, and remember that those are the skill sets of the 21st century problem solvers. You are ready to do that. Congratulations. Mrs. Shauna Walker, members of the Board of Education, fellow educators, parents, friends, and relatives, the members of the class of 2017 who are assembled here today have successfully completed the graduation requirements established by John Glenn High School and Wayne-Westland Community School District. Having earned their diploma signifies that the members of the class of 2017 have met or exceeded the educational standards of the state of Michigan. We, the administration and faculty of John Glenn High School, recommend the graduating class of 2017 to receive their diplomas with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereof. Ms. Walker, I now present to you the John Glenn graduating class of 2017.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the class of 2017. It is an honor and a privilege to be here today, speaking for the Board of Education and celebrating the achievement of your graduating class of 2017. Today, we share with all of you the joy and excitement of graduating seniors, the tremendous pride of your families and friends, and the deep satisfaction of the entire school district. I celebrate your accomplishments and thank you for allowing me to share this special day with you. Today represents one of the highlights of your academic year. The Wayne-Westland Community School District has promoted and supported a strong academic program for many years. As a continuation of that long-standing tradition, we are proud to present diplomas to our students of the graduating class of 2017. Believe it or not, you and I have been on a special journey together for the last several years. Each of you has worked very hard on your dedication at John Glenn High School. Myself and the Board of Education have been working to provide the best educational opportunities possible for all of you. Together, we have all faced many challenges. As I contemplate the challenges that face you, our new graduates, I must also recognize that you will have to work harder to make things better, either for yourselves or for which the world we live in. But when I consider the education you have received, the obstacles you have already overcome, and the character you have exhibited here at John Glenn High School, I can only conclude that you will achieve both success and happiness. The high school experience is a unique event in your life. You arrive here as young teenagers and you leave here as maturing adults. You have been educated well and have been taught by some of the finest educators found anywhere. However, over the next few years, you will realize how well you have prepared yourself for those slippery situations that will come your way. Today marks the beginning of many firsts in your life. As you walk across this stage, consider the hard work that brought you here. Consider the sacrifices you have made, as well as those made by your parents and your loved ones, so that this opportunity could be yours. Don't waste it. Don't squander it. Work hard and use it to your greatest advantage. Mark Twain summed it up this way: 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. Remember, as you leave here today, success in your career is in your reach if you are willing to work for it. Success in life, however you define it, also is yours if you are willing to make the effort. The difficulty is not to avoid failure, as Socrates said, but to avoid unrighteousness. I believe you all are equal to the challenge. Dr. Harmala, on behalf of the Board of Education, may I express our thanks to you, your administration, and staff for an exemplary job in the education of these young adults. Please accept our gratitude, along with the community, the parents, and of course, the students. So, with that being said, by the power vested in me as president of Wayne-Westland Board of Education, I hereby declare the John Glenn High School class of 2017 officially graduated. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you. Commencement is a dignified and proper occasion. Your respectful silence is requested during the ceremony so every family can hear their graduate's name announced as they cross the stage. Your cooperation will enhance the enjoyment and remembrance of this joyous event for all. The following student is to be considered a John Glenn 2017 graduate today. The following student is not with us today because he is representing John Glenn High School in a MHSAA district baseball tournament. We wish the following student the best of luck today, Trevor David Smith. The graduates will be following the guides to the stage and we will present our diplomas. Remember, common courtesy and show respect for each graduate and their family by holding any applause until all graduates have been introduced.
Cindy Ray Eloise, valedictorian. Christopher William Hunt, valedictorian. Caitlin Michaela Balco, valedictorian. Christian Alexander Irvine, valedictorian. Megan Nicole Buford, valedictorian. Jesse Marie Jordan, valedictorian. Nicholas Ryan Butkovich, valedictorian. Alexandra Grace Machine, valedictorian. Joseph Michael Chalford, valedictorian. Adese Sidney Obuaku, valedictorian. Hannah Elizabeth Kazauskas, valedictorian. Kira Brooke South, valedictorian. Shelby Lynn Farrell, valedictorian. Leanne Fung Hum. Benjamin Nicolum Fiber. Cindy Andrea Lockhart. Brianna Marie Golden. Zachary Robert Antoffel. Alexis Paige Brewster. Mark Holland Markheim. Anicia Nicole Curry. Brenna Noel Greenwald-Walsky. Justin Michael Hayden. Taryn Lillian Ruth Wilshire. Luke Matthew Couch. Nolan Ryan Wilson. Joseph Oluwasula Afolabi. Samantha Ray Kaiser. Victoria Ellen James Batko. Taria Marie Leverett. Haley Marie Doyle. Marciana Marshana Marsha. David James Galecki. Caitlin Marie McGrath. Emmeline Evelyn Grace. Victoria Divine Phillips. Allison Taylor Harris. Ashley Hunter Redmond. Aaron Abraham Hewitt. Jenna Maria Shank. Christian Anthony Huddleston. Kevin James Siento. Brendan Kelly Johnson. Eric Nathaniel Skyberg. Caitlin Marie Johnson. Alexandria Inez Turner. Quinn Connor Arbor. Derek Brian Lester. Haley Marie Bennett. Michael Jack Lindley. Jordan Boyd. Ashley Elizabeth Bose. Madison Marie Moss. Miranda Miriam Shaheen. Brianna Drew Odell. Amanda Lynn DeLuca. Jenna Cass Oboto. Emma Durrett Diamond. Eliza Magaline Holt. Peter Joseph Farah. Zakel Benoit Ponce de Leon. Anthony Joseph Pogbook. Rachel Lynn Raines. Christopher Albert Hettinger. Shelby Lynn Root. Lindsay Renee Howe. Dominic Gregory Cecilia. Ariana Alexandra Jones. Jonathan William Simon. Rashad Brandon Penn. Corey Lee Spader. Gennaro Michael Acerano. Jade Marvin Platoon Vito. Jason James Asensio. Kyle Renee Williams. Adrian Miranda Ayers. Crystal Irene Wolkoff. Haley Marie Bachman. Araya Marie Nell. Trevor Jeffrey Benden. Gloria Velasco. Tyrese Xavier Smad Bell. Otote. Michael William Brooks. Joshua Lewis Pappel Watt. Nam Louise. Jaden Randall Parker. Brandon Theo Carruthers. Taylor Lauren Paisley. Kiwan DeAndre Chandler. Cosmo P. Patel. Emily Nicole Claus. Michael Wayne Peeler. Shamaria Renee Cook. Lindsay Nicole Cole. Robert Edward Puritan. Tiffany Daniels. Teddy Marie Aaron Nicholas Foster. Teray Smith. Ariana Tanae Hassan. Ashmi Marion Marie Stunn. Jada Janessa Horn. Hannah Elizabeth Beal. Zaria Mae Jackson. Deontex Faison Lally. Holly Nicole Kendrick. Rebecca Christine Worsbicky. Selena Jamie Lilligren. Lauren Marshawn Lowe Williams. Richard James McKinney. Elena Marie Wojtovich. Gabrielle Genevieve Melvin. Adriana Alexis Wolford. Mohammed Onallah Abukwa. Hope Lynn Young. Christian Emmanuel Agnew. Janae Elise Antoinette Lamar. Bashir A. Abdelani. Justin Jeffrey Lawrence. Asia Tanae Alexandra. Zachariah Nathaniel Leffler. Ahmad Khalil Allen. Kiana Janae Leslie. James Stephen Allen. Cameron Xavier Lewis. Jonathan Allison. Grace Robert Loving. David Allen Anderson. Jada Andrea Medlock. Anthony Andrews. Ariel Nina Marie Malloy. Malik Jamal Andrews Holmes. Cheyenne Renee Maynard. Stephen John Arkaraji. Deja McNeil. Eileen Baraka. Kaylee Lynn Newman. Brandon Philip Barnes. Trenton Ryan Morrison. Danita Tamiko Lina. Titus Tyrese Monday. Nathan Anthony Bento. Avian Natalia Murphy. Justin Michael Freeman. Noah Riley Napier. Destiny Renee Bishop. Tia Danielle Newman. Joshua Zoe Bonilla. Kayla Gail Newell. Nicholas Ryan Braley. Savannah Victoria Nicosia. Dante Croft Ratcher. William Murray Norman. Tyler Allen Braun. Nicole Dolores O'Brien. Ryan James Robbie. Patrick Alman Ogletree. Mazda May Browder. Robert Michael Palmer. Justin Randolph Brown. Dejan Shamar Ramir Anthony Allen Bryan. Jonathan Durrell Parker. Shamanti Burrell. John William Parker Jr. Mariah Burton. Jacob Andrew Harris. Dewana Butler. Archie Kumar Patel. David Anthony Butler. Christopher Michael Kowalski. Dionis Packery. Juwan Dion. Davion Marquise Carson. Charlene Marie Cornell. Zaki Marcus Carter. Alyssa Renee Picklesimer. Sydney Rose Caruso. Zachary John Henton. Olivia Samuel Clark. Bobby Wayne Shannon Powell. Amber Blessing Clay. Leah Renee Posada. Adriana Ricardo Colangelo. Katia Shireen Shaw. Jenna Cheyenne Allison. Ross Albert Reed. Brandon Jacob Conley. Marcus Xavier. Jalen Jerome Lorenz Robeson. Tara Alatris Lindsay. Deja Simone Roberts. Noah Jonathan Davis. Maria Grace Russell. Noah Tyler Denniston. Noah Lewis Sen. Simando Denson L. Mohammed Ismail Salah. Cameron Eugene Dillon. Mogli Santiago. Taylor Ann Dozier. Sydney Alexis Monet Sauls. Olivia Renee Eastman. Reagan Margaret. Randall Scott Escher. Dylan Thomas Winger. Maya Melissa Farkas. Kylia Kiara Shaw. Shante Joanne Morgan Vaughn. Michaela O'Neill Sheffield. Sophia Lucy Ford. Paul Ron Sheffield Jr. Ashley Nicole Foster. Justin Marcel Simpson. Joseph Charles Fox. Kyla Sabree Simpson. Holly Janelle Percassi. Paige Julia Smith. Asia Renee Gaines. Darius Elsie Smith. Eric Jerome Gibson. Rashaya Aquarium Saul. Jacob Cornelius Gilbert. Jacob Ramirio Spack. Amina Rachel Green. Christopher Anthony Spare. Micah Matisse Green. Kiara Diamond Monet Steele. William Darnell Halliburton. Cheyenne Green Steele. Ryan McKenna Campbell. Dante Fabrizio Stone. Brittany Renee Hayes. Antoine Tennant Pierce Stewart. Mel S. Hayes Jr. Kaylee Renee. Donna Devon Hinton. Michelle Marie Sylvester. Leanne Marie Holloway. Curtis Lamar Tamlin Jr. Derek Alexander Holmes. China Nicole Foltz. Kira Tajane Thomas. Brina Janine Howell. Miles Edgrave. Logan McKay Hunt. Kyle Darian Thompson. Sienna Malika Kirst. Kiana Chantel Thornton. Shane Mitchell Houston. Peyton Leon Timms. Sabria Dejanelle Ingram. Tiana Shamira Austin Keith Jackson. Erica Tanae Tunson. Jennifer Paola Javier Perez. Kayla Deshay Johnson. Jamila Waller. Jillian Leanne Jones. Damaris Orlaw. Taiwan LaFell Jones. Karen Terrell Wells. Daquan Marshall Allen Jones. Evan Douglas Wheeler. Alyssa Raven Jones. Ariel Thalia White. Benny Jones. Tanisha Lene White. Eric Juarez Carrillo. Treasure Zoe Michelle Whitfield. Hazel Eve Jumbo. Melissa Noel White. Hazel Marie Kaiser. Natalie Jane Wiley. Kayla Jean Hall. Raquel Williams. Nancy David Halter. Darius Javon Williams. Keegan James Kellum. Leo Isaiah Williams. Avia Dejanay Kelly. Courtney Lorraine Williams. Kayla Monray Ethel Kelsey Dennis. Juliet Dion. Romero Nathaniel Kennedy. Dejayla Marie Brooks Malone. Peyton Riley Gilmore. Ashley Isabel Smith. Maya Jade King. Alan Christopher Wilson. Joshua Robert Kittle. Ray River Oldfield. Valerie Cosbelli. Kara Madison Wojtowicz. Greta Kuchari. Alicia Ann Yance. Sierra LaFountain. Khalil D'Amico Anthony Rice. Diana Kuchari valedictorian. Grace Irene Fortson. Riley Lewis Diaz. Drew Lamont Perez. Maya Ma Kwani. Rachel Suzanne Van Disman. And last but not least, Jacob Scott Tuttle.
Congratulations to all of the 2017 graduates. We will now prepare for the recessional. Parents and guests are asked to remain at their seats until the arena floor has been cleared of graduates, faculty, and guests. Graduates will be exiting directly outside through the southwest exit. Parents, please meet your student outside by the southwest parking lot. At this time, please stand. Thank you.